knows you are here. All of you, the flags. Knows you are here. All of you, the flags. Next, can we wait for the Right Honorable Speaker? She's around. Flags.
Comes here to interest himself in these two slots. Of course, in the year 2020, the president did not manage to come here physically because we all know we're just transitioning from the COVID-19 pandemic, which had closed up the country. But of course, he was represented through the PPS and other political assistants to come and pick forms for the two positions. And this time round, that since the country has opened up for the last 5 years or 4 years, the president is making it a deal by coming in here himself. So it is entertainment both within the premises of Pro 13, but also around the stretch of Chadondo Road as they wait for the President of the Republic of Uganda. There on your screens is Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, a SEC member and member of the cabinet, who is also weaving over here to the supporters who have already gathered here. I want to grab one or two members of the NRM party who are already here at Pro 13 and also shares with us how they feel to be part of this momentous occasion as the president picks interest forms for these two slots. Madam Edith, if you can just stand up and we have a...
When you come back late from work.
President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as he returns here to interest himself in the two positions of the party. That is the chairperson slots, where the president wants to lead the mighty NRM party for another 5-year term as the chairperson. But also the president will be coming here to also express interest in again carrying the party flag for the presidential elections, which are due next year in January 2026. This informs the congregation here, and of course, we shall keep here the entire day and give you the momentum, the excitement, the feelings, whatever will be happening here to ensure that you capture every moment as the President of the Republic of Uganda comes here to interest himself in these two slots. Of course, in the year 2020, the president did not manage to come here physically because we all know we're just transitioning from the COVID-19 pandemic, which had closed up the country. But of course, he was represented through the PPS and other political assistants to come and pick forms for the two positions. And this time round, that since the country has opened up for the last 5 years or 4 years, the president is making it a deal by coming in here himself. So it is entertainment both within the premises of Pro 13, but also around the stretch of Chadondo Road as they wait for the President of the Republic of Uganda. There on your screens is Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, a SEC member and member of the cabinet, who is also weaving over here to the supporters who have already gathered here. I want to grab one or two members of the NRM party who are already here at Pro 13 and also shares with us how they feel to be part of this momentous occasion as the president picks interest forms for these two slots. Madam Edith, if you can just stand up and we have a one or two words from you. Well, it is already excitement here as you wait for your leader. Well, let's keep it short. What does this then mean to the NRM party?
Thank you.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. My name is Jovrin Kalisa Chomkama. I'm the NRM district chairperson, even the district. Oh yeah, the newly elected chairperson for NRM. Thank you very much. Well, today in the NRM party, it's like another rebirth for our party because we are going to witness our sole candidate being nominated. You can really see the joy, the trust that we have, the faith, the hope that we have in President Museveni, that it is not only a few, but it's all Ugandans who are celebrating this, that we are going to renew another term for President Museveni. And I would like to call on all Ugandans to kindly join NRM party today as we celebrate the nomination of our president as a sole candidate of NRM. May God bless you abundantly, Ugandans, as we see our candidate actually win over other candidates. And in the Lord's name, we expect him even at the national level to be unopposed.
You talk of the word sole candidates. Have we failed to identify some party members who can take up this opportunity or job?
It's not failing, it's a resolution. It's a resolve of an agreement from us, NRM members, that she's the only person we want. And we've all accepted that she's the one we want to continue leading us.
Well, thank you. That is the newly elected chairperson, even the district, Madame Jovrin. Well, you have seen here the former speaker, SEC member Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, trying to also come in here as she waves to the congregation here as they wait for the arrival of the party chairperson. We will be closing in here and see whether we can have a word or two from the Right Honorable Secretary General Richard Odong, the man of the day, because he is the mastermind of whatever we are going to witness here today as the party hands over interest forms to the party chairperson, of course, in the ending term, because he has been the chairperson of the NRM party for the last 5 years. Here on your screens is the NRM Secretary General, and everyone is grabbing him for a hug or a word, one or two. I'll make it very brief. How prepared are we to receive the party chairperson?
We are extremely excited that our national chairman, the father of our revolution, is finally accepting the people's call to come and offer himself for another round of leadership in this country. We are very excited. That's the excitement you see here. We thought he was not going to accept, but he has accepted. So we are very happy. Yeah. Thank you.
That is the NRM Secretary General. We wanted to keep it very short because he has a lot of engagements here he has to oversee. There are supporters here who have come to at least be part of this momentous occasion as the party starts on the journey of coming up with a candidate for the coming elections. Of course, President Museveni, as you all are aware, has been the only candidate for the NRM party for the last, I think, 6 elections. This is the 7th bid the president will be making, at least to go back to Ugandans and at least try to convince them that, look here, we have managed to achieve this in the journey of 39 years. Then he is offering himself again to Ugandans that, look, I'm still the better candidate, I'm still the best solution to the problem. President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as he returns here to interest himself in the 2 positions of the party. That is the chairperson slot, where the president wants to lead the mighty NRM party for another 5-year term as the chairperson. But also the president will be coming here to also express interest in again carrying the party flag for the presidential elections, which are due next year in January 2026. This informs the congregation here, and of course, we shall keep here the entire day and give you the momentum, the excitement, the feelings, whatever will be happening here to ensure that you capture every moment as the President of the Republic of Uganda comes here to interest himself in these 2 slots. Of course, In the year 2020, the president did not manage to come here physically because we all know we're just transitioning from the COVID-19 pandemic, which had closed up the country. But of course, he was represented through the PPS and other political assistants to come and pick forms for the two positions. And this time round, that since the country has opened up for the last 5 years or 4 years, the president is making it a deal by coming in here himself. So it is entertainment both within the premises of Pro 13, but also around the stretch of Chadondo Road as they wait for the President of the Republic of Uganda. There on your screens is Rebecca Alitwala Kadaga, a SEC member and member of the cabinet, who is also weaving over here to the supporters who have already gathered here. I want to grab one or two members of the NRM party who are already here at Pro 13 and also share with us how they feel to be part of this momentous display, as many of the party supporters wait for the party president, also party chairperson of the NRM party, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Tukyali wano ku kitebe ky'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda eky'ekibiina ki NRM ekisangibwa wano ku Chadondo Road ku ploti 13. Katugezeeko okugenda wabweru eyo tulabe oba tunaakuwa ebimu ku ebyo ebiri eyo. Anti abantu bangi already bali wabweru eyo balindiridde omukulembeze w'eggwanga okulaba nga bamwaniriza n'okubeerawo ng'abajulizi ng'ajja okufuna empapula ezitandika ku lugendo lwe olw'okweggwanyiza ekifo kya ssentebe w'ekibiina ki NRM n'ekyomukulembeze w'eggwanga. Teri yasigadde waka nga bw'olengera ku ntimbe zo nti abasimbi, abazinyi, bannamawulire na buli omu yazze okulaba nti abeerawo b'omujulizi ku kifo kino. Well, we will continue with this broadcast, and as you can see, many of the party supporters, their dancers, who have already come in here, as you can see, they're all very prepared to ensure that they give a befitting reception to the President of the Republic of Uganda as he comes in. That is what you can see. You can see my sisters, my brothers here. He's very excited, as you can see him drumming here. Let me just test his feeling. You can hear from them, very happy. I will not go far beyond that, but it's very exciting here at the NRM Secretariat, rather the NRM Pro Commission offices. That is Honorable Barbara Nekesa Oundo making her way here, and she's also going to at least give herself there. You can see joining the dancing, and this not to miss any moment of the day. It is not very easy, but of course she will try. All the way from Busia district, and that is the national treasurer of the NRM party. She is in charge of finance, and we will make it very short as, of course, dignitaries, including the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, are already here. We have seen the arrival of the Speaker of Parliament, Anita Mong, is already here, and very many VVIPs, including members of the Central Committee of the NRM party. And here, this is where the party will begin from. You can see anxious young boys and girls lining up here. They have been here since morning to ensure that at least they wave, they cheer, they dance, they sing for the party chairperson, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. If you can see there, well, that is the stretch, and the President of Uganda, also the chairperson of the NRM party, will come through this stretch, and I want to tell you it's looking very beautiful. All eyes are in this direction to ensure that no one misses a glimpse of the arrival of the party chairperson. Let me just be keeping you updated here. Let's keep you in the mood, and you can hear some excitement here.
Uganda. Imala, imala, imala. Imala, imala, imala. Museveni wakuwe kwa Uganda. Museveni wakuwe kwa Uganda.
For those who don't know Kiswahili, you'll just have to keep it on UBC at 6:30 or 6 to see that at least our anchors, that is our news bulletin, takes you through some simple basics of Kiswahili so that in the future you will also be in position to sing for us in Kiswahili. Let me just pick it from this one. How happy are you to be here today?
Oh, we are very happy. Our president, Museveni, he's going to register today. He's going to be nominated. We are very happy. As Kiswahili students, he's our patron. He's our president. We love him so much. And we embrace our president, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Museveni oye! Museveni oye! We are so happy. Kaguta oye! Museveni juu! Museveni juu!
Chicho sobola okwogera ku lunaku luno.
Lunaku lwaleero tuli basanyufu nnyo olwa pulezidenti waffe okujja. Tuli basanyufu era tumulindiridde wano musanyu era ekitiibwa.
Njagala nnyo MZ, His Excellency the President, the patron of Kiswahili, tuendelee 2026-2031. I'm so happy to be here. Mwagala nnyo muzei.
Tujja kubayitamu lukwakwayo kumpi buli omu ayagala okwogera.
Ndi musanyufu nnyo olw'olunaku olwaleero olwa pulezidenti waffe omulungi webale kukomawo era tukyaliwo naawo era tukyakuwagira nnyo webale kujja. Museveni oye!
You can hear it is excitement. It is a moment to sing for the party president who also works as the chairperson of the NRM party. Listen to that. Keep it very short and entertaining here outside as we wait for the President of the Republic of Uganda. Here are some of our mothers who have also come here to join into the celebration as they wait for the President. Kasooke tulabe ku maama ono atubulire ovuddewa okujja wano.
Nvudde Kibuli.
Ki ekikuleeta?
Okuwagira Museveni nga yeewandiisa. Ffe ba Kiswahili group na Kaselu NRM.
Hebu tuongee Kiswahili kidogo kidogo.
Habari za mchana.
Wede.
Usaidi wede just bado ndabe sawa. Habari za asubuhi. Iko salama. So mimi mwanafunzi wa Kiswahili hapa kwa Nakaselu.
Yagadde mubitegedde sijja kubiddamu naye essanyu lyeriri waneeno nga bangi ku bawagizi b'ekibiina ki NRM bazze mu bungi okulaba nga baniriza omukulembeze w'eggwanga. It is very thrilling and entertaining to see that at least the younger girls and boys are here. There are some good-looking boys and ladies here. I hope they have been here since morning. Well, you seem to be tired and it is still very early. Is it true?
Yeah, it is very early.
Why are you tired in the morning?
Yeah?
Why are you tired in the morning?
Yeah, we are not tired. Actually, we are happy. Yeah, we are happy for the events. We are really very happy and we appreciate it.
When you look at President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, how can you describe him as an individual?
Actually, it is very hard for me to, but what I know, he's still okay. He's still okay to lead us and we are really appreciated. And we are sure we are giving him the one term again to be in power. That's what I can describe about him.
Is there any achievement you can relate on that at least you can go and vote for him again?
Right now, as I'm talking, where are the Muze's cadres? Where are the Kiswahili students? We are sponsored by the government of Uganda, and their chairman is Yoweri Museveni Kaguta, and sponsored by Rebecca Kadaga, then the General Secretary Tite Odong. Right now, where are the students of the NRM government?
Someone is behind you. Can we give her space so that she speaks to us? Oh, you are finally here. Why? Why are you dying to ensure that you speak to us?
Nsaba
Kuna mtu yenda kamoja ai president akaru Museveni atukolera ebintu bingi azibya amadwaliro akoze engugunde agulidde abakazi obutimba buli kimu kyonna kikoze president Yoweri mu mwaka luno nze buwagizi gwe NRM regional
ebyo tubiwulidde kasembyeyo omuvubuka ono wakedde ku makya tomanyi na bwonnaddayo
sebo nakedde ku makya nnyo nakedde ono ssaawa 11 era nga nze wano olw'omukulembeze wange ng'agenda okujja wano nagamba nina omuwerekera nina okumuleetera nina okumuzzaayo muze baga abavubuka ffe nga ffe abavubuka nti tetulina nnyo maanyi gawagira gavumenti naye tuvuddeyo olw'amaanyi ge tulina n'obuvumu bwe tulina okulaga gavumenti ffe ng'abavubuka weetuli okugiwagira tetuva ku layi tuva ku mukutu.
Thank you. I just want to hijack here Madam Director Medina Neham for just 1 or 2 minutes. Well, this is our sister. We have worked with her on different occasions. And if it comes to finance, I think this is part of her energy. Am I right?
Really, these are Ugandans that are peace-loving, Ugandans that have enjoyed the fruits and benefits of the NRM government, Ugandans that are happy to ensure that the leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni that has been so good continues. So this is the excitement. We didn't invite these people. When they heard His Excellency is coming, they all came running to the streets, wanting to greet him, wanting to cheer him. And for me, this is the happiness we get after so long that people have been waiting to see their chairman come and pick his forms. Finally, the day is here. As a presidential candidate, he's coming to pick forms. As a national chairman of the NRM, he's also picking forms today. So you can see the excitement that His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is still very popular in Uganda, very popular among the people of Uganda. We have had enough experiences. We've had a lot that the NRM has done that makes people happy the way you are seeing. The PDM, which is now a game changer, has targeted 100 people per parish every year. We have 100 Ugandans that are receiving Wealth Creation Fund, and we have seen the benefits or the fruits of that project. His Excellency recently has moved around the country. He has gone visiting those farmers, and we can see that right now 69% of Ugandans are in the money economy. Peace and security, you can see, which was one of the key things that the NRM government ushered in. We are here celebrating without anybody disturbing our peace, knowing that the commander-in-chief is in charge and our security is guaranteed. Those are some of the things that
Director, yes, as we hand over another term to the president, what can the people of Uganda look to the NRM party? How rich is now the coming manifesto?
The coming manifesto is very, very rich. However, we have, like the president has always said, we cannot do everything at once, step by step. The focus has been on peace and security. Have we ensured that? Put that aside. What about infrastructure development, social services, health and education? Of course, there are basic things that guarantee life. Besides having people who are secure, are they also having money in their pockets? The next manifesto of the NRM, the focus now is moving 31% of the people who are not yet in the money economy into the money economy. So the next, you will see definitely the focus more on job creation, on poverty alleviation, on fighting corruption, because it has also hindered areas that would develop this country or cause progress. So mainly we are going to touch on those areas and ensure that the few issues that are not looked at are looked at. So for me, this next term of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is purely to improve where we have not done well, but also to ensure that much of our people that have been crying about jobs, about poverty, are taken to another level. And I think that will be done, because the NRM, we don't lie. What we promise is what we deliver. And Ugandans have witnessed that. That's why you continue to see these massive numbers always. When they hear their commander-in-chief is passing by, they always want to come and be with him. They want to associate with him. These people are not given invitations. It was a willing love and appreciation for the good works of the chairman of NRM.
Ajat, that is the director in charge of finance at the NRM Secretariat, Medina Nehab. Well, thank you for sharing with us. Of course, she has said it all, that indeed, if it comes to wealth creation, the government of NRM is trying to do everything to ensure that at least there is an improvement in the livelihood through government interventions. You have seen the president, and she rightly said it, that the president has been moving around the country to try to popularize, to check on the progress of key government wealth interventions, including not limited to the parish development model, but also other interventions, including the livelihood, Emioga, and others. The stretch is very clear, the road is very set, the stage is very charged, and we are only waiting for one person. That will be none other than the party chairperson and the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as he comes here to pick interest forms for the 2 slots. You can hear the excitement here. That is wanafunzi wa Luganda ya Kiswahili sinafongera mzee kwa kazi 2026-2031. Of course, they are paying their allegiance and trying to at least pay in all their support to the party chairperson Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for the coming term of 2026 to 2031. It has been just a sample. We will be at least moving back in the tents at plot 13, that is the NRM Electoral Commission offices. And of course, if we get the signals that the president is near, we will be also returning. These are the songs we sang when we were young at school. For those who went through the lower primary, nursery, secondary, and the rest, we were part of this excitement in our different schools, where we used to sing such songs whenever we could have some events at the school, or even when there is a guest visiting us. And I'm excited to feel and be part of this arrangement here. This recollects the memories that indeed we have come far from as a nation. And that is why most of these people here, at least they can fully, openly support the President of the Republic of Uganda and the NRM party for the few or more achievements they have managed to throw into their pockets as Ugandans. Tugenda kubanga tukuzayo munda mu kitebe ky'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda wano ku NRM, kubanga bwe tunaba tufunye okutegeezebwa nti omukulembeze w'eggwanga tali wala, tujja kukomawo era olugendo lwaffe lujja kutandikira wabweru. Njagala kulaba basobola okwogerako n'abazinyi omu babiri, then we also have a break and we will later on come back. How are you, my sister?
Fine, how are you?
All the way from where?
From Naguru, go down.
How excited are you to be one of the entertainers of this?
I'm really very excited because I got the money for PDM. So I'm really very happy with the President Museveni. Very happy indeed.
Did you also get the money for PDM?
No, but mine I got.
Well, but what excites you to be part of this array?
Everything. Being a nomination day for the big boss, that's very exciting. And also getting the opportunity to be here and welcome him, it is so wonderful for me.
As a youth, if you hear people speaking about or talking about Yoweri Kaguta Museveni or NRM party, what comes into your minds? Are there some things you relate to as a youth and say, oh, really, this has been done, this has not been done?
Yes, this one is acting like an example, like an elderly. So, as a youth, you follow the footsteps. You see the things that have been there, the peace, the what. So, we wouldn't want anything to interrupt that good life that people are in. There is good security everywhere, yes. So, we wouldn't want anything to interrupt that. So, it better be the way it is and even more.
Thank you. Your shouts to people watching you in your PC. Feel free to say it in your local language.
Okay, afo ematarada ichaoni yayo mai chungkan alok UBC ka wachuni oye uno Kaguta Yoweri Museveni pi bebero pi kuch ki pilonyo pidano wen kidong ben pikwan paletiano madetiano mapugiti ameda nyim UPE tika chung matera da pikwan so yayo madada wun ben ochwako wa wan jom ken wati Kampala keni wer jeme wen ku ben mabe ye matika bine 2026 afo matera da.
I've just heard the last words, 2026. I don't know what he was saying, but for our viewers, I think you have grasped that very well. I just hope he's trying to say, come 2026, let's vote for the best. Well, we are going to go back here into the... Well, I will speak to one of my comrades here, very smartly dressed for the day. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you? My name is Robert Rwakandare, Saba Kunzi.
What is your president?
Okufoma kago mukurembeze ugwanga jene yori kaguta Museveni. Ndwara mukusoko nokusoko kwebaza bana Uganda n'abantu ba president yori kaguta Museveni. Abawansi dalera abawansi abasiganye kumwagara. So twebaza emyaka ana ngo kiti ba president Museveni akacyafuga igwanga lino Uganda. Acyayino obuganze bwebutyo. Warabi abantu wabweru. Abantu ba ovede bari mukuramaga. From Kabare, from Kisoro, ngabara maga batambura okujja kumuraba nga yewandisa. So tumwebaza okusima nakkiriza ademu akulembere gwanga no Uganda.
Abantu bano bajja buzi kumulabako oba waliwo ekikusika ekiri emabega nti oli agamba kangende ndabe ku musajja akulembedde mu kino nakyo.
Omanyi wari okubeera omukulembeze nenga tolina mafuta. Ono alina mafuta. Wari wagasika abantu. Bwagazi. Ono alina mafuta. Osobola kubeera omukulembeze nenga mafuta tolina. Naye ono alina mafuta. Agasika abantu ogwenkulakulana bwoba olonda pulezidenti oba olonda mirembe oba olonda nkulakulana abantu bano tebasobola kutamburiza ebigere nga tebalina kye batwala nedda era UBC mbebaza omulimu gwe mukoze buli mukolo gw'eggwanga lino gulagala ivu tubadde mu PDM tubadde mu programu zonna eza gavumenti mbadde muziraba naye kino kikulu nnyo era tumwebaza pulezidenti okukkiriza asobola kugaana n'agamba nedda sikyasobola naye yarebye kusaba kw'abantu. Naye tubebaza bana Uganda kwagala president Yoweri Museveni. Naye mbadde mbasaba muwulire era muwulirize era muteeke mu nkola byaba bagamba. Ate nsaba n'abavubuka obutabakkiriza okubakozesa mu kulwana mukyalo bavubuka muyina amaanyi. Omanyi mu Luganda tugamba ngu ekimera takireekaana. Era nsaba n'abazadde okuteekateeka abaana okusiiba okubateekateekera. Bw'oteekateeka omwana omukoza omusingi omulungi abeera mukulembeze w'enkya ow'omugaso era w'amaanyi. So obuwagizi mbasaba tugende tukunge tunonyaka ruka president Yoweri Museveni awangulire wagura era nenebaza n'abavubuka NRM yasinze eri ku bitundu 9 ku 10 wabavubuka abade bagamba bavuga tebagala NRM mwezi bituufu abavubuka bagala NRM yabagema polio nebagema orunkusese bakuzenga bino obulamu obulungi era n'olaba nakatanga wa UBC okuzenga olumwana mulungi ng'olumulamu. So mwebale nnyo mwebale ddala buli mwebale ku TV mulabe amafuta gajja wano owekitiibwa president Yoweri Museveni. Twebaza banaddiini mwenna okuwagira president n'okumusabira n'okumwagaliza birungi mu nsi muno. Mwebale nnyo mwebale ddala mukama abakuume.
That has been Robert Rwakandare trying to be our good ambassador there. But of course, he is also supplementing on the other call by leaders made as we started this broadcast, that indeed, in all whatever we are going to do, we can be moving my camera person up and we see what we can get for them. But I was saying, we have been urged as leaders, as citizens of Uganda, that in whatever we are going to do, we must embrace peace, because it all starts from a peaceful country. That's where we will be in position to get whatever we want. The formation of the congregation here inside is mainly of leaders who are coming in here to receive the party chairperson and also the President of the Republic of Uganda as he comes to express interest for the coming 5 years. His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, as I told you earlier, wasn't in position to be here with us in 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Then through delegation, they managed to pick nomination and interest forms for him during that time. But of course, other processes which followed on were held in a virtual way, where all districts were in position to organize district delegates conferences where they chose the leadership of the party which we are seeing today. And the National Delegates Conference by then wasn't in position to converge at Nambole National Stadium, as it has been the norm always. But of course, after the change in the environment that now COVID-19 is a gone case, we have been in position at least to return here in big numbers, as you can see, to receive the party chairperson. We are going to be engaging some of the leaders here who came from different districts to be part of this momentous occasion where they are coming to witness the expression of interest exercised by the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Of course, as we wait for the party president and the President of Uganda, there is entertainment here by different entertainers. I can see full figure also trying to be here among. Well, this is one of the NRM district election officer. From which district?
Oboko district.
Can you just, if you can, stand up and speak to us? Well, I think this is the day you organized for so many days. Finally, it is here. What message do you carry back home at the end of the day after President Museveni picking interest for?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm called Mr. James Aloro, the NRM district election of Oboko. I think it is a very important event as the party chairman taking interest. So the message is the chairman will not be working alone. It is sent a message to the rest of the SEC members who are also vying for this position to jointly turn up to the party headquarters, elected commission party headquarters, to also come and express interest so that they team up and then they build up the structure of the party so that really the party goes up to its glory as it used to be before.
As the delegates, which kind of SEC formation do you want to see after, I think, December?
Yeah, I think by the end of December, we expect it to have completed the whole system of the Central Executive Committee. That's the first national vice chairperson, the second national vice chairperson female, the vice chairpersons of the regions, Karamoja, Kampala, Central, Western, Northern, and Western. I think this all will be formulated, and including all other special interest groups that will formulate up to the body of that Central Executive Committee, example the Women's League, the Youth League, the PWD, the Veterans, the Historicals, and what have you. Yeah.
Your name is once again?
Mr. James Aloro, head of district election officer for Boko district.
Those are some of the delegates here. I think we shall be Nekesa. Well, if you can get her, we'll be trying to talk to her and see. But she's going to join you through the dance. I think she's joining the dancing, then we shall get her later. Of course, if my camera person can just give you 1 minute of entertainment here. This is a group of young boys and girls from Busia district, and they are going to be joined by the national treasurer of the NRM party, Honorable Barbara Nekesa Ondo, the famous ambassador. Well, let's get some of the entertainment here. We'll cross back and we'll give you the updates as they happen here at the NRM Secretariat. Well, the NRM chairperson, Electoral Commission, Dr. Tango Do, is trying to organize how the entertainment will look like. And here we go. And he is joining there, the national treasurer of the party. Let's enjoy. I'm talking. Well, our viewers of UBC TV, I think we are not far away from what has brought us here. I can see prayer preparations. The signs are not so sure, but of course the indications can hint that indeed the party person. Yeah, Dr. Tango Doi, just for 1 minute. I have seen you trying to dance for our people, but how excited are you today that indeed you missed out this opportunity in 2020? The president did not come here physically. Now finally, the big man.
I'm very excited to host His Excellency 2-3 times. That means the vote of confidence. First of all, as NRM, we are all excited to have a leader who can come down to the people at whatever level. That, to me, is a plus. We have had leaders who think they live in the sky. President Museveni lives here and is with us, and he associates with us very well. So I'm very happy that the electoral process is picking momentum. He's coming to pick, to express interest, and we shall move on.
How will we proceed when the party chairperson arrives?
We shall proceed by prayers, anthem, prayers, and then I present him for expression of interest. And after that, I hand over to the Secretary General. Our process as the Electoral Commission will not take more than 10 minutes because we have what to do. We have been handling people. We know what to do, and we clear him.
When he picks forms today, what next?
When he picks forms, we are going to change the date for returning. We can't return forms on 4th because of congestion of Friday. We shall again put it on 5th as a Saturday, so that more members of NRM can come and interact with him.
Which kind of candidate do you want to have for the two positions?
Come again?
Which kind of candidate do you want to have for the two positions?
No, the two positions, unless otherwise, is for President Museveni. I want to tell the country, I'm very bold about it. I'm not going to pretend. He has expressed interest for both of them. He will take them. We don't need to gamble with NRM, with anyone who comes from the blue, simply because he wants to play the camera. We can't. It's not going to be here when I'm here.
Thank you. That is the man from Tororo, Dr. Tanga Odoi, making it very brief that indeed when the party chairperson comes here, we will automatically keep this program very short as it has been programmed to ensure that we don't delay these thousands of voters who have moved long distances to come here. Well, it is still a very good afternoon. The weather seems to be very bright. It is very cool. And I think Kampala is still very charged as many are waiting for this occasion when the President of the Republic of Uganda makes his way here. We are not sure whether he will come alongside the First Lady, but of course it will be very, very wonderful as he comes to pick interest forms for the two positions. Banafe abakyatulaba nkyali Robert Nyango era nga nsizira wano ku maka g'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda k'NRM wano mu kibuga Kampala ku luguudo Kyaddondo ekisangibwa wano ku puloti 13. Tujja kuba twongera okuwa abantu ab'enjawulo nga twogezeganyamu nabo batuwa ku ndowooza zaabwe nga bwe tulindirira omugenyi mulindwa nannyini lunaku Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, ssentebe w'ekibiina ki NRM era omukulembeze w'eggwanga. Tukutegeezezza nti Pulezidenti Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ayagala kuddamu kulamuza kisanja kijja eky'emyaka 5 nga kino kigenda kutambula okuva mu 2026 okutuukira ddala mu 2031. Ayagala okukwata bendera y'ekibiina era mu kulonda okujja okw'ekibiina okwa 2026 avuganye ne banne abalala mu kulonda okwo okubindabinda okw'omwaka ogujja. Kati nno enteekateeka nga bw'owulira bano bannaffe baavudde busha be bali mu kugezaako okulaba nga bakusanyusa. Nyumirwa. Tukyali mu byakuzina, njagala nkuwe wano okukalabalaba w'olunaku. Yaguze essaati mpya, enkofiira mpya, amanda mapya, yeetegekedde lunaku lumu lwa mukulembeze w'eggwanga kujja kuwaayo na kusaba nti owaaye yagwanidde era emyaka gino emirala 5 bamwongere ekyo. Si kyekyo
omukulu bw'anaabakkiriza ayinza okutuuka awo n'agamba nti nedda, naye twamusabye akkiriza okuddamu okuweereza eggwanga. Bw'anaabakkiriza agenda kujja akwasibwe empapula ze, aweebwe ennaku ze, zijjuze bulungi nnyo, and after that he returns the papers on Thursday and then is nominated. Awo nga katandise.
Eggulo bwa leero bwe neepimapimamu ne ndaba nga mpera nsobola okujja. Is the co-MC here, Rogers Mulindwa, but you have heard he's just also trying to emphasize that indeed they are begging, they are requesting that if the president so wishes to carry their flag and their assignment on behalf of the party, then they are very much ready to at least heed to that call. Of course, the introduction of different delegates, different dignitaries who are already here is also still going on as we take this afternoon in a very peaceful way. Of course, we will return later when the president makes his way here, and the minute where all of you will be waiting for will be on your screens to ensure that you don't miss any moment. I told you earlier here, the front bench is being led by the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, retired Major Jessica Alupo. There is the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Anita Mong, the yellow girl from Bukedea, but of course the Vice Chairperson National, Alhaji Moses Chigongo, is already here alongside other SEKE members. We'll keep entertaining you, but of course we'll also keep it very short as we give you entertainment and different interviews. We are trying to manage time, but we are trying not also to get you bored as we wait for the main event of the expression of interest by the President of the Republic of Uganda. Webale kubanga okyatwesigize era ng'okya ekkumidde ku ntindo za UBC, Star TV ne radio zaffe eza UBC. Omukolo gwe tuliko si mbaga y'abannakibiina ky'NRM oba si kwanjula wabula tuli ku mukolo gwa kulindirira omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni agenda okujjayo empapula ng'ayagala okutandika ku lugendo lw'okuddamu okulamuza ekisanja ekirala eky'emyaka 5 ng'atandikira ddala wano munda mu kibiina ki NRM. Oba oliawo NRM bw'enaaba emukwasiza bendera olwo mu 2026 agenda ate asabe bannakibiina ne bannayuganda okutwaliza awamu bamuwe omwagaanya omulala addemu akulembere eggwanga Uganda ng'omukulembeze w'eggwanga kijja kuba kisanja kya mulundi gwa mukaaga. You can see there Honorable Chiwanda Subi Godfrey, the chairperson of the NRM in Buganda region. You are very early for the event, but nonetheless, you are welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a great day. Seeing a man of 81 coming for expression of interest when he's still so strong. So wherever I move with President Museveni, I'm always getting challenged. One, at that age, still so strong, not only strength in the body, but also at the brain. There are certain things that actually touches my nerves. One, when you listen to his speeches when he was in 30s, and when you listen to his speech today, he is the same man. When I check myself, I've seen very many things have taken place, but this man has been focused since his childhood. I admire him. I call him my hero.
You have moved with the president in Uganda and other parts of the country. How leveled is the ground?
Of course, we had issues here in Uganda, but the last 5 years has proven that actually most of the things we are talking against President Museveni and against NRM, they've actually proved that most of them were fake, they are not right. Of course, they used to think that we're against the kingdom, we're against the growing of COP here, we're against the Catholic Church, but most of the things for the last 5 years, the president and the NRM has proven them wrong. And we've actually proved that if you want to work to develop this country, to have security. Whenever we talk about President Museveni, we think about security and the stability of this country. Yes, you may be belong to a different political party, but you need the stability of this country. Check what is in South Sudan. Check what is in Somalia. Check what is in most of the countries, Burundi, around us. There's a lot of instability. But this person has kept peace and stability of this country for the last 40 years. So we are very grateful for such a man. Of course, when he moved now for the socio-economic transformation programs, it is really amazing. Nobody believed that the PDM will be a turning point for most of the families today. But now he has proven this. Even the opposition that were against the program, they've proven that this is a right program and it's actually changing very many families. I've moved the president in most of the regions. I've interpreted his speeches, but I've seen how this has changed the life of the people. It has changed the life of families, and indeed, this was a well-thought program. Yes.
The president has always said, basing on the way we moved in 2021, there is need in changing tactics in the mobilization. Are you taking into consideration this as party leaders?
Yeah, of course, it's very important that very many things have changed, as you've said. Yes, we talk about things like the age. The age, of course, the demography. When, of course, this is not the first time when we have young people. Young people have been here always. But of course, even when without this, without that, we still have very many changes. Because the life is changing always, all the time. It's changing. So, but my point is, as a party, we must be very, very, very strategic. Because as things are changing, you cannot be when you stuck on one point, definitely the population will leave you. So I'm very happy that at least something, my party and the president is always ahead. You know, when he came with the phrase, Jaja, Abazukuru, that was a real thing that was telling us that think about the generation that is coming. I'm very happy with that.
The president is speaking or interesting himself in the two positions. Is Godfrey Chiwanda Subi also interested in leading the party under the previous capacity of chairperson Central Region?
As chairman. Yeah, first of all, I don't think even my position is going to be competed about. You know why? The party has just deployed me as being the vice chairperson of chairperson of the National Consultative Forum. National Consultative Forum, you cannot be a chairman of National Consultative Forum unless you're a SEC member. So, the NRM, the party, has two options, either to ring fence my position or to appoint me in other capacity, but I have to be a SEC member. And that position, I have to do it for 5 years. So as Chiwanda, I have to be SEC member for the next 5-10 years because I'm the chairman of the National Consultative Forum. Listeners or our viewers, the National Consultative Forum is the forum that brings all the political parties together. So I have now already 26, those in parliament and those which are not represented in parliament. So I'm the chairman of the National Consultative Forum. Being chairman of the National Consultative Forum necessitates that I have to be a SEC member.
Yes. Chiwanda there has a bargaining point. Without this route, they must get you something.
It's a deployment of the party, and this deployment takes 5 years. When you read the Constitution, Article 70 of the Constitution, subsection 1, talks about the National Consultative Forum. Now, when you go to Political Parties and Organizations Act, section 20 talks about the chairperson and the vice chairperson. So those two positions, those people have to be in those positions for 5 years. Now, I've just held this position for the last 7 months. So I have to be a SEC member. If NRM, of course NRM, if NRM has the majority, because the party that has the majority in parliament takes the chairpersonship. So unless NRM loses majority in the party, otherwise I have to remain as a Central Executive Committee member to chair other members, because all other political parties are either sending in the ministries, their presidents or the secretary generals or their SEC members. So there is no way you can chair such people when you don't sit on the top organ of the party. So as Chiwanda Godfrey Subi, I have to be a SEC member for the next 5 years, given that assignment.
With all those responsibilities, why don't you leave with the slot of MP?
Of course, now, there are 3 things. If you're chairman of the National Consultative Forum, there are 3 things that you must be. 1, you must be a SEC member. 2, you must be somebody who sits in cabinet. That's what you should happen. You have to be a cabinet member, because you remember that's how Ndubunda has been. And you have to be a member of parliament, because being a member of parliament, because you remember these political parties are within parliament. Most of the things that we are going to talk about, they come from the Central Executive Committee to cabinet, then to parliament. So an effective chairman of the National Consultative Forum, you must belong to SEC, you must be a cabinet member, also you must also be a member of parliament. That's why I'm also vying to be a member of parliament for Mityana County.
Well, I'm short of words, but I will say, if you are lucky, everything will come your way. And that is Honorable Godfrey Chiwanda Subi. Everything is dropping on his door. It will be under the discretion of the NRM to choose which way to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wish you well. I want to thank people who are watching us at UBC. Thank you for following. Keep on UBC, because you get the best. I thank you. Inspiring Uganda.
As Chiwanda exists, we are just joined here by the big sister, yes, from Mbali.
Yes.
Oh.
She's the big sister of Uganda.
They have just added in something on your credentials. The big sister of Uganda. A good afternoon, Honorable.
Good afternoon, UBC. My name is Lydia Nyoto Mutende, big sister from Mumbale, but the national chairperson of the NRM Women's League, and a member of the Central Executive Committee, SEC, which represents the women. I'm the voice of the women in Uganda for SEC. We are here to witness our national chairman's nomination process. He's come to express interest. The next week on Friday, we'll bring back his nomination forms to be the chairman of the NRM party, and also to be our process to start him being our presidential flag bearer for the NRM for 2026-2031. So I am here to witness on behalf of all the women in Uganda as their voice, as their leader, but also as somebody who is seeking re-election to speak for them. Nera, nera, nera. So I am visible and I'm here. And women, I'm here. I was here early enough. I'm doing my work, and Museveni is coming, and I'll represent your interests.
Okay, as a women representative, how do you find it possible to continue supporting Yoweri Kaguta Museveni?
The president has given us an opportunity as Uganda, first of all, to secure our country. He has secured our country in terms of peace and stability. And Uganda is an island because all our neighbors have issues of security. Now, security is the pillar of development. But most important, the elevation and opportunities for women, for which I represent in the party as a member of SEC who works for women in the party. He has given us a chance to participate in governance. He has given us a chance to be in elective positions. He has also given us leadership to now deal with household income issues. The parish development model, 30% of all the money goes directly for the women. And the zonal meetings he has been holding. Whenever he goes, at least of the 3 families, 2 of them are women. So we have been motivated, we have been empowered, and we are the majority in Uganda. The women have told me, Museveni must win. Museveni must win so that we continue to build our capacity, but also to be there for other women and to recruit, to train, and to deploy. So I am the first of the NRM for women, and I'm going to continue working for them and engage other colleagues from government. But for me, I'm the yellow face, I'm the yellow girl, I'm the big sister for the NRM and a member of SEC. And being a lawyer, they has helped us to also correct legislation, laws that undermine women. So I've been able to be supported as their leader to make those corrections. So I am very grateful. Abachala mbatumide bamayi bembale sena abakesere mbale stendi kweza n'abatikirire ema memba wenye wa parliament we bamayi bembale site n'abachala mwena mu Uganda mbatumide nga n'abachala mu NRM ate seki memba akyaliwo mwanyala nabikupulirisi.
That is Honorable Lydia Wanyoto Mutende, SEC member. Wabachala. Well, I have to learn all this because big sister. I think next time I'll have a written introduction for you.
No, hey, my names are public. I'm Lydia Wanyoto Mutende, big sister from Mumbale City, and the NRM chairperson national of the Women's League of Uganda and a member of SEC.
That is how we pose it. Thank you, Honorable. You can take up your seat. Well, we want to wrap up with my sister here. Very excited as you can. Just sample with us. Sample.
Thank you. Well, my name is Hajat Farida Chivowa. I'm the flag bearer for the Women's Council, the chairperson of the National Women's Council, and I'm an NRM supporter, and I am here to celebrate this achievement. Where we are now, you can see we have painted the whole country yellow. All the district registrars are here. All the district chairpersons are here. We are waiting for the chairperson of the mighty party, NRM, to come here at the head office of the NRM Electoral Commission. As a flag bearer, honestly, as the chair of the women, I want to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda, who is the chairman of this party, for whatever he has done for the women of Uganda. We cannot take it for granted. And I want to tell every woman out there, the only way we can appreciate President Museveni is actually voting him back into the presidency. President Museveni has really catered for all the women, irrespective of their political parties. In this country, Uganda, I would not expect to see any woman not supporting President Museveni, honestly, if we are to be honest. And to the NRM women out there, I'm coming to contest as the national chairperson of the Women's League. I'm going to be a SEC member. I have to take your voice to the Central Executive Committee of the party. What I have done in the council is visible, and now Women's Council is a nursery bed. I'm shifting from the Women's Council, going to the Women's League. And the Central Executive Committee of the party is the top organ of the party, where we are going to take the voices of the NRM women. We wouldn't want to see any woman suffering when NRM has a president who doubles as the chairman of the party. So I want to call upon all the women to come and support President Museveni as we vie for this position of NRM Women's League. NRM oye! Museveni oye! Thank you so much.
Thank you. That has been Hajati Farid. She has vetted her status from Women League. Now she is jumping into the mainstream leadership of the party, where she wants to sit on the high table of the party, but this takes decisions on behalf of the women. You can see here there is a lot of jubilation, there's a lot of members of the party. Let me see if we can see Margaret Ziwana Ntonga as she goes back to take up her seat. I see you are still very energetic. First and foremost, our cameras are here. The day is when the president is coming to pick interest forms for the two positions. As someone who has keenly followed President Museveni's political journey, what lessons can we take from this old man?
Ugandans, we are so blessed. Ugandans, we are so blessed to have His Excellency Museveni as our candidate. And today we are showing that pride, we are showing that excitement by coming here to be witnesses when he is presenting his documentation. We are all seconders. We are all nominators. In fact, if it wasn't, if maybe a bigger venue like Kololo was designated, the whole of Kampala and the whole of Uganda would have been there. But because of the limitation of space, we only have a few, representing the so many Ugandans. Visit every corner of Uganda. People say our vote belongs to Museveni because we are secure with him. We know where he's taking us. He promised transformation. We are transformed. We see progress every day, and that's why we are saying we shall vote him come 2026 as the president of the Republic of Uganda and as the chairman of our party, the great party, NRM.
Thank you. You are someone who is exposed. You have been here, you have been internationally in the region and beyond. How can we jealously keep the person of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni?
First and foremost, through the vote. Our vote matters. It is NRM, it's Museveni who brought back that democracy, and it was entrenched in our constitution. For us to be able to make sure that we have the president we deserve and we love, let every Ugandan go and vote Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And I tell the youth, these people, these children are Museveni's children. It is because of him who promoted the programs of sustenance of the pregnancies, of immunization, that these children are alive. He brought UPE, all of them are educated. So that's why it's important that they vote him, because he will secure their future.
Are you back in the race?
Nakawa West. This is your MP. Give him the vote. You know, give her the vote. Margaret Nantongo Siwa Babu. That's my name.
Thank you.
Nakawa West. Thank you.
That has been Margaret Ziwana Ntongo. Is just a cadre, a senior party leader in the NRM party. We want to first at least wrap up this or pause a bit this broadcast, and of course we will return to you later on in the day for the details. And as soon as we get the signals that the president is on the way, we will of course come back onto your screens. This is Robert Onyango, and we are here at Block 13, Chadondo Road in Kampala at the NRM Electoral Commission offices. Well, we will be keeping these interactions live, and of course when we have a breathing space, we'll get some water and of course come back onto your screens. For our viewers who are just joining us, I hope you're enjoying your afternoon. And this is Robert Onyango. We are still live at the NRM Electoral Commission offices along Chadondo Road here at Block 13 in Kampala, where the President of the Republic of Uganda is coming to pick interest and nomination forms for the position of party chairperson and also presidential flag bearer for the NRM party. Let me hijack someone here, then we talk to colleague, then we will give him over to you. Well, you look to be more of a youth. The youth, people have said it many times, they are not supporters of NRM, they are looking for money. What exactly portrays us youth as real supporters of the party?
First of all, the youth, today you see all of them here. They are ideologically oriented. NRM is for ideological orientation. People, we have to support from the grassroots, because as you see, these are the few leaders we have, they are persons. And most of the chairpersons we have from the different districts are young people. And as we talk now, we have also vied for second positions. Because of the environment we have now, you see most of our old leaders are they are now doing their advisory roles. So what we are requesting them to do now is, one, to give more advice to the younger generation. Two, we need to do that we call generational leadership. The mantle should be now handed over to the younger people. The mantle, because if we don't ideologically orient, after ideologically orienting, we have to give them the what? The mantle, leadership. So we have got leadership from the grassroots. Now we want to go to manage the top leadership. SEC, for example, me, I'm standing for SEC position. Engineer Sewava, SEC member, National Vice Chairman, Uganda region. Why we are coming? We are coming to bridge the gap. There is a gap already. For example, in Uganda we lost. Why did we lose? Because of greed, selfishness, and the lack of virtue, leadership virtue everywhere. You find somebody has been a member of parliament for the last 40 years, member of parliament, 40 years, member of SEC, 40 years. So there is nothing they are going to offer now. The only person we are hearing now is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, because for him, he has done his best. But now there are people who just sit at SEC. Other people are preaching fear. among the young generation. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is for hope. Other people are preaching this unity. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is for unity. Other people are preaching confusion among the youth. But generally, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is for cohesion. So that's why you see, as you look at this generation here, young people, because Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is for hope. So whatever we are doing now, as far as we are concerned now, the youth are ready to take over the mantle. Let the old guards, give them a chance from the top leadership, that is SEC, up to the other grassroots, because they are in charge of mobilization. Lastly,
Mr. Sava, if I may cut you short, how prepared are the youth to take over from the current generation of the party?
Of course, the youth are more than prepared because they have gone into different ideological orientation courses. That is one. I think we want to thank the president for doing that. He has ideologically oriented young people. They have gone to different courses. You know, you have the Leadership Institute. Apart from a few who have not gone to those schools, that's where we are seeing a few.
Thank you
for accepting to stand, for accepting to listen to the plea of the people to stand for presidency. I want to thank you.
That has been Sewava trying to represent the fellow youth here. We will again cross over to the outside wing where we are now going, I think, on our last trek, where I'm told we will be receiving the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as he makes his way here at the NRM Secretariat. Munafe achatulaba munakibiina tuli waneenu ku kibiina kya NRM nga omukolo oguli ku ntimbeyo bwe gw'okwaniriza omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni agenda okujja mu kifo kino ku ofiisi y'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda aka NRM okulaba nga afuna oba ateekayo okusaba kwe mu butongole okw'okuddamu okukwatira ekibiina ki NRM bendera ku kifo ky'omukulembeze w'eggwanga sinakindi era Pulezidenti Museveni y'omu ayagala kuddamu kusaba kifo ky'okulembera ekibiina kya NRM kiyite kisek. Kati nno enteekateeka gy'olaba waneeno, the excitement you are going to be seeing this stretch, as I told you, is going to be a busy one where party supporters, party lovers, party loyalists are converging here in big numbers to witness the arrival and also cheer to the president, if possible, wave, dance and sing for him as he makes his way to the NRM Electoral Commission offices here at Kyadondo Road in Kampala. The president, I'm not yet sure whether he will be accompanied by the First Lady, but just in case he wishes so, we will be giving you the live images of the arrival and the nomination, rather the expression of interest exercised by the head of the state. These people you see here along Kyadondo Road have been here since morning. As early as 7 a.m., most of them were already here, and most of them, if I can't lie, they are eagerly waiting. Nothing can deter them from being part of this momentous occasion. There is one or two who may be feeling they are tired, but I tell you, the anxiety, because one can't even move a step behind or away. There is no assurance that he or she will find his position already guaranteed. So that's why most of them have kept in the queue since morning, not to miss any moment of this exercise as far as the expression of interest is concerned. Of course, the NRM party has been running a cross-section of activities within these offices and beyond, and I think for the entire month we have seen different dignitaries, members of parliament, members of cabinet coming in here to secure slots, to express interest, and of course some have already been nominated And when it comes to the SEC election, the President of the Republic of Uganda is joining other party members who have already moved in here at Plot 13 and expressed interest for different positions. That is to say, the youth, the women, the elders, and other elective positions, be it at the regional and national levels. As you have heard from different speakers we have talked to, including Honorable Chiwanda Subia and Sava, they are members of the NRM party who are fronting themselves for the elective positions within the conclave of the party. That is to say, the northern, eastern, western, central, and other lower level positions within the party. We are made to understand that starting next week, probably on Monday or Tuesday, the nomination exercise for those positions will officially kick off, and we expect the President of the Republic of Uganda to return here again to be officially nominated by the party, process which will see him now go out there to start mobilizing party supporters, mainly delegates who are entitled to be part of the voting pattern of the party. We know the party will be convening the National Delegates Conference later on in the year, that is probably around August or September, to elect these positions, including that of the party chairman, which the president is today trying to express interest. The party flag bearer, of course, where the president is also interested. Then the first national vice chairperson, the second national vice chairperson, a position which automatically is given to the women, and of course other lower level election. No, it's okay, sir. So that is the process which will usher us into the election cycle. But of course, it is not only happening in the NRM party. Other political parties are also setting the high bars to ensure that come 2026, they have formidable, compatible, and able candidates who will compete in the national elections. As we all know that come early January, Uganda will be heading to the national elections, where we'll be electing leaders at different levels, starting from the lower level, that is the lower units of the administration, that is at the local council ones, up to the presidency. Of course, we have had it from almost everybody that indeed it is incumbent upon us Ugandans to ensure that in whatever way, in whatever we do, we must choose to maintain peace so that the country Uganda remains safe and secure for all of us, regardless of our political affiliations, choice, and will. That is the general call to whoever is watching us live on UBC and SATV, that indeed you can choose to be a true citizen of Uganda, not only by going to support your own candidate of your own choice, but maintaining peace at whatever cost it may be. Because there is no any other country we will call ours. There is no any other country we will call Uganda after the elections. It starts from us to ensure that we cherish the peace and security we so far have as a country, and we must be willing to stand up and secure it, not only for our own interest, but for the coming generation which will come after us. Munafeya chatulaba ku Star TV nchali Robert Onyango nga tuli wano ku kitebe ky'akakiiko k'ebyokulonda wano ku Kyaddondo Road mu Kampala. Ennyiriri z'olaba ez'abantu abakwatiridde wano eno bamu ku abo abalindiridde okwaniriza omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Nkakasa nti naawe ali ewaka ojja kuba ofuna butereevu ebifaananyi naddala buli kimu ekigenda okubeera wano nga President Museveni atuuka. Sinakindi bw'anaaba ayingidde munda, waliwo enteekateeka mwajja okuyisibwa aweebwe empapula mu ngeri y'okusaba okuddamu okulembera ekibiina mu bifo ebyo bye twayogeddeko waggulu, okuli ekya ssentebe w'ekibiina saako n'ekya kukwatira ekibiina bendera mu kalulu akajja aka bonna. Bano no baakedde Nawankya bangi batambuza bigere okutuuka wano nga bw'omanyi nti mu ngeri omukulembeze w'eggwanga gy'atambulamu oluusi wabaawo okutataaganya mu ntambula y'ebidduka nga ekisigalira kiba kimu kyokka nti kweyambisa bigere kutuusa gy'oba olaga. Kale bangi ku bo yeyo yembeera mwe bajjidde okutuuka wano. Munda eri mu bagenda okwaniriza omukulembeze w'eggwanga ndabyeko omumyuka w'omukulembeze w'eggwanga retired Major Jessica Alupo yatuuse dda. Oyo nno ali omukulembeze abalala okuli sipiika w'olukiiko olukulu olw'eggwanga Right Honorable Anita Mong y'omu ku bali munda eyo n'omumyuka we Thomas Tayebwa. So nga munda mu kibiina ki NRM abali ku lukiiko olukulembera ekibiina ndabyeyo Alhaji Moses Kigongo y'omu ku abo abatuuse dda okulaba nga baaniriza omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Bw'olaba ku ntimbezo nti ye mukwanaganya omu ku abo abakulira entamu. Tugezaako okulaba nga enteekateeka eno tukola bulungi okulaba nga enteekateeka y'okukulembera omukulembeze w'eggwanga atuuka. Ezo ze zimu ku mmotoka ezikulembera entambula z'omukulembeze w'eggwanga, so nga ekitegeeza nti omukulembeze w'eggwanga tali wala, oba oliawo essaawa mulindwa gwe ali ewaka gy'abadde alindiridde yeno yennyini gye tuliko. For viewers of UBC, it has been a very colorful day here, and now we are almost coming to the real gist of what exactly brought us here since the morning. A few minutes from away, we are expecting the arrival of the head of state, who comes here in the capacity of the chairperson of the NRM party, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as he comes to pick interest forms, where he wants to suggest that indeed he's still the better person to lead the NRM party for another 5-year term, of course, even to lead and represent, carry the flag of the NRM party for the next election cycle at the presidential level. Your viewers, as soon as the president gets here, I will mute my voice and give you the natural ambience, because I want you to really have a taste of what the younger Bazukuru have organized for the president. Since morning, we expect cheers, applause, singers, dancers. They are all here at Shadondo Road, Plot 13, here in Kampala. Of course, after the expression of interest exercise here at Plot 13, His Excellency the President will also convene for a closed-door session at the NRM Secretariat, that is at Plot 10, with a few chosen members of Cabinet, members of SEC, the Speaker, and other VVIPs, to at least receive a vote of congratulations from them. Thereafter, we will all depart, and we want to pray and hope that we will move back safely back to our destinations. In and around Plot 13, it is momentous. It is exciting. You can see young boys and girls donning yellow t-shirts, donning different attires, performing cultural dances and singing in different languages. They're all singing for the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. This exercise, of course, opens up a clear picture that indeed the election is now the order of the day. In the coming months, we shall be running a marathon of election activities, both within the NRM and outside the NRM. Of course, as I said earlier, in other political parties, they are also having similar exercises. We saw last night the Honorable Mathias Impuga in Masaka trying also to put in place a formidable team which he thinks can go ahead and secure victory in the coming election. There's free space where the NRM government has given that opportunity to whoever so wishes to join his or her own political party of his or her own interest. Of course, it is upon you to choose which way to go, whether to keep right or left, whether to go to the west or east. It all comes back to you as an individual. And this is what we are witnessing today, that these hundreds of supporters have chosen to march here at Kyadondo Road to receive the President of the Republic of Uganda. The entire 2 weeks has been a busy one here at Kyadondo, where the NRM Electoral Commission under the able leadership of Dr. Tango Doi has been having a section of activities not limited to only SEC, but from grassroots elections up to the level of the national. We saw the other time the Right Honorable Alitwala Kadaga, who is the second vice chairperson female, also coming here to pick nomination forms, and she was later on nominated for the position of Kamuli District Woman Member of Parliament. We have seen the likes of the Speaker, Anita Mon, fronting herself as the district representative nominee for Bukedea district, and of course in the week she will be returning here to request for another mandate in the SEC of the NRM party. If I can see from far, there is one man coming with the First Lady, that is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Well, this is the moment we have all been waiting for, and as soon as they close up here, we shall cross back to the natural ambience and we receive the President of the Republic of Uganda, who is in company of First Lady Janet Kataha Museveni. Can you have a feel of what is happening here at Kyadondo Road in Kampala? Your viewers on your screens, that is the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Chairperson of the NRM Party, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He is in company of the First Lady Janet Kataha Museveni as he comes here to pick interest forms on behalf of the NRM Party, which is carrying on its exercise here. We will give you the live picture, then you feel the ambiances of the arrival of the President of the Republic of Uganda.
Can you please everybody rise up and then we play our song. Have the flags up. Have the flags up for everybody as we are going to receive His Excellency the President, who is coming in shortly. Everybody, please, you get onto your two legs. And then welcome the President. Everybody up. The flags up.
And there is the golden boy and the golden girl, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and Janet Kataha Museveni, arriving here at the NRM Electoral Commission offices at Pro 13, Chadon Road in Kampala. Well, it is history in the making. The president has been received by the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Jessica Alupo, the NRM Secretary General, Right Honorable Richard Odwo, the first Vice Person of the NRM Party, Alhaji Moses Chibongo, the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable the Vice Chairperson of the NRM Party, Alhaji
prayer
official opening prayer.
Have ourselves here as we are, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Almighty God, I want to thank you for today. This is the day that you chose, and therefore we rejoice and we are glad indeed. This is the day that you chose for NRM, the National Resistance Movement, to make yet another historical move. We therefore want to thank you for the protection of the leaders of this country. We want to thank you for the protection of the leader of the National Resistance Movement, all the leaders, the Central Executive Committee, the National Executive Committee, and the National Council, and all the people of Uganda. Lord, you started the journey. You have walked the journey, and you are still walking the journey of total liberation of this country. We want to thank you for the decision that your servant, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is going to take today in this very place, where he's going to express his interest in leading this country. May you guide him as you have been doing, Lord. May you fight with those who fight with him. May you declare that he's the only candidate that has expressed his interest in leading this country through our National Resistance Movement party arrangements. May you fight with those who are thinking about coming to this very place to do the very thing that the president is going to do. May we celebrate, may we continue to celebrate. May we pray and thank the Lord for the first family, Mama Janet Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and the entire family, for the courage that they have been giving your servant Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. I want to thank you for the journey masses that you have given us from all over the country. I want to thank you for the good weather that you have given us. I want to thank you for the protection that you have so far given us. I want to thank you for the journey that you have enabled His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, that he has moved towards the liberation of this country. The foundation has been done. We pray that you continue protecting us. We are handing over to you, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as he has taken this decision to lead us in the next 5 years. As National Resistance Movement, we are pledging total protection, total prayer, total support to the President of the Republic of Uganda. May you guide us and keep us safe. I pray all this in the name of our Lord, most beneficial, most merciful. Thank you very much.
And everybody says amen out there. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and the National Chairperson of the party of NRM, Mama, the First Lady, and the Minister of Education and Sports, standing before you, I'm Rogers Mlindwa, your loyal servant at the party, working under Honorable Emmanuel Dombo, the Director of Media and Public Relations, who would have been here, but he has sent apologies, he's unwell, sir. Your Excellency, we receive you here and welcome you in the most special way to the headquarters of your party for the Electoral Commission. You are welcome, Your Excellency. And Mama, we thank you for not letting the President walk alone. And you are here, and when we see you, we feel happy. Thank you, Mama, for giving President the company. Your Excellency, in the interest of time, allow me introduce a few people, the others will be introduced later, who are here as you come to express your interest for the position of the President and the Chairperson of NRM. Her Excellency, Your Vice President, sir, Jessica Alupo, is here. You have a number of your ministers, sir. Honorable Kahinda Otafire is here with us. Honorable Matia Kasaija is here. Honorable Chris Bariomosi, Your Excellency, is here. Honorable Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa is here. Chief Whip Honorable Hapson Oboa is here. And the Honorable Henry Musasizi, Your Excellency, your ministers are here to receive you. We have the Central Executive Committee members, Your Excellency, led by Right Honorable Hadi General Moses Chigongo, is here. Right Honorable Rebecca Litwala Kadaga, the second National Vice Chairperson, is here. And all the others, members of SEC, Your Excellency, are also here. We also have the Speaker of the Parliament of Uganda, Right Honorable Anita Among, and the Deputy and the other ministers are also here. The historical members, led by Honorable Tom Butima, here. The NRM Electoral Commission that are standing just near here, led by Dr. Tango Doi, they are here. The NRM District Chairperson, Your Excellency, from across the country, they are here. And then the district education officers and admins, Your Excellency, are also here. May I now hand over the Chairperson of the Electoral Commission to take us through the next part, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, the President of Uganda and Chairman of NRM, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and Mama Janet Museveni. Distinguished leaders of the party, distinguished leaders of government, the detail will be given by the Secretary General later. Your Excellency, today's program is about expression of interests, and we don't intend to take 10 minutes, if at most 15 minutes. Thereafter, we shall request the Secretary General to take over. Before we move back to the podium where we're going to do all our activities, Your Excellency, allow me on behalf of the NRM Electoral Commission, first to introduce, especially to Mama who has not met, the new team at the Commission in plot 13, Shadondo Road. The Vice Chair of the Commission is Honorable Jachan Jalonyo Omash. Step forward. Jachan Omash was the Minister of Finance, State Finance. Jachan Omash was a Member of Parliament. He hails from the only region of Uganda which is named in English, West Nile. Next, Your Excellency, allow me to introduce Commissioner Jane Babiha Alisemera. Jane Babiha Alisemera, you know her very well, your sister from the Bundibujo Rwenzori sub-region. Next, I want to introduce Honorable Ambassador James Shinobe, a retired Major of the Army, a disciplined officer, even at work. Next, I want to introduce Honorable Juliana Modesta Auma from the Abim area of Karamoja and a former Member of Parliament. Next, I introduce my sister, Honorable Zaitun Driwaru from Yumbe. After that, I will introduce in absentia Mr. James Tweheyo. Is not feeling well, but he's part of our seven mixed team of ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tango Doi. I'm the chair of the commission. Your Excellency, you're most welcome. At this juncture, Mr. President, sir, I have a thin team which I want to introduce. The staff of the commission at the headquarters. Could you come behind and raise your hands? The staff of the commission at the headquarters, you have 2 minutes to do that. We have a small team of 33 dedicated staff at the headquarters, 10 volunteers who have volunteered for 10 years. Hands up. NRM hoye. Muzei hoye. Mama Janet hoye. I have a battalion led by the principal election officer. I don't know whether it's behind the wheel. The hard-working horse. Come. Pass here. Now that you're late, just pass in front of the teacher here. Pass in front of the teacher. And just stand there for quick recognition. We don't have time. Our principal election officer is the encyclopedia of all roadmaps. Step forward for recognition. Our disciplined accountant from the NT's department is here. And the other two are handlers who are handling the VIPs. Christine Namakula and your grandchildren, Joanita. Now I have a very big team from the district. The district election officers, stand up for recognition and wave your flag. Sit, and you will sit 3 times and stand up 3 times. Sit, stand up 1. Sit, stand up 2. Sit, stand up 3. Sit. Administrative secretaries who anchor the secretariat work can you stand up for recognition? That noise is not noise. Hello. NRM oye. Winning oye. Ra. Wa. You stood 3 times because you have a duty to this party. You stood 3 times because I'm going to condemn you if you don't act well. You stood 3 times because you must promise that you will not put the party in jeopardy. You will not alter results, you will be sincere, and before you leave here tomorrow, you will sign very confidential regulations about how you will work with us. Sawa jamaa? Sawa? Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, the staff I've just introduced have managed to carry out elections in the following. The party structures. We've had elections in the party in all villages, the 72,000 villages. We have a total of 2,160,000 leaders in villages. 2,160,000 leaders. Our conviction is that if these leaders are mobilized at the village level, even at the district or sub-regional level, and they work with the two other voters, they will carry victory for the president, even without him going anywhere. We've done our part. The onus is now on the mobilization. Honorable Seninde and Office of the National Chairman, Hajat, Hadija, and the Secretary General. We've also carried election at the parish level, 10,731 parishes. We have 321,000 leaders. We have the sub-county leaders, the municipal leaders, the district leaders. In total, we elected 2,557,000 leaders, 660. We also carried LOC1 in all villages of Uganda. We have flag bearers. Clap for ourselves. If people don't want to clap, we clap for ourselves. Because you clap also. We also had flag bearers of special interest group, the youth, the older person, the PWDs. They came to 1.3 million leaders of flag bearers. Then we, of course, had flag bearer elections at parish level. We've completed that. And, you know, we swept Kampala very, very much. We also had, we are now waiting to have elections at national level. The purpose of today, Your Excellency, is expression of interest and picking of nomination forms. I want to report, Your Excellency, that 2,718 members of parliament, aspirants, and LOC5 aspirants who picked forms showed interest in the party. So far, we have nominated 2,254, and the nomination ends on 30th June 2025. That's on Monday. So far, we have 16 unopposed flag bearers. In the midst, sir, we have the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament. She's unopposed. The Chief Whip, Government Chief Whip is the midst, is unopposed. And other leaders. We started expression of interest for Central Executive Committee, and so far, after 2 days, we have 119 people. 119 came, picked forms in 2 days. We now have one person coming to pick forms for chair of the party and presidential flag bearer. May I be listened to? The Constitution gives this commission powers to handle all elections within the organs of the party. And this commission declares candidates who have been nominated and unopposed. We are starting a process which we called for, and so far you are the only one who has come. And once we finish with you, everybody should allow me to do my work without interference. If you are lawyers, do your work. If you are registrars, do your work. If we are Electoral Commission, allow us to do what? And once we declare candidates, please clap for us. Nomination for SEC. SEC will pick forms up to 1st July, and we shall nominate from 2nd to 5th. We've changed from 4th to end on 4th. 4th will be a Friday. The congestion on Friday is too much in Kampala. So we are requesting, Your Excellency, that we shall extend by 1 day. We shall have nomination up to Saturday, the 5th. And accordingly, Your Excellency, I want to request you to be the last to get nominated on the 5th. What are the other pending activities? Campaigns for MPs and LOC5 chairpersons will start on 1st up to 14th July 2025. Joint campaigns, and any candidate who feels he has a problem with the joint campaigns should write to the Commission, should write to the Secretary General through the Commission. So that is, in fact, the best would be to write to us and give a copy to Secretary General, because we work as a team. Polling for MPs. Your Excellency, we are polling for MPs is on 16th July. After 2 weeks of campaign, we have 2 days to prepare, and we vote on 16th July. And you registrars, you are not going to be bona fide in your areas. We shall switch you the way we want, last minute. If you are within the Lango sub-region, we shall switch you to command other areas to avoid bias. Polling for LOC5 chairperson will be 24th July. The national conference for now is 22nd August to 20. Nomination of LOC5 chairpersons 3rd to 12th September. Nomination of members of parliament 16th to 17th September. And nomination of presidential flag bearer will be 2nd to 3rd October 2025. I want to thank the following leaders, Your Excellency. I want to start by thanking you, Your Excellency, for giving the Commission all the respect, all the support by coming here. What a simple leader we have. You encourage us to work, when you do that. I want to express my gratitude to Mama. I declared her the NRM chairperson for Ntungamo unopposed when I went there. So Mama, the chairpersons at the other side, and you'll just wave to them. Chairpersons wave back to Mama because she's one of you. I'm also happy to record that we have many ladies, Mama, who have followed your footsteps, and we have many chairpersons who are ladies. Could the ladies stand up, please? They want to be called chairman. Allow me to thank the first vice chairperson, Alhaji Moses Chigongo. You are a parent to this commission, sir. Alhaji comes here at any time in the morning to check whether we have reached on time. I want to thank the NRM Secretary General. You're a leader. We've worked with you, with your deputy, with the national treasurer, and with the designer who did this work, Honorable Jacqueline Shatu-Haire from the Kigezi sub-region. Where are you for recognition? We want to thank you for designing this. We want to thank Honorable Seninde, but I want to thank you, Excellency, for the office of the National Chairman, Hajat Namyalo. Hajat Namyalo, wherever you are, I want to pledge on behalf of the Commission, we are going to work closely in matters related to elections. I want to thank our Director of Mobilization for the crowd out there with Hajat Namyalo. Thank you, Dr. Rosemary Seninde. I want to thank once again the First Lady. Mama, thank you for your prayers. Thank you always. I get the prayers, I get the advice. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who to thank and leave. Let's thank everybody by clapping thunderously. I'm an historian. This country is in a very correct political trajectory. We are enjoying peace, and now we are going to expression of interest. It's now my humble duty to move back and start the process. We've now used 7 minutes. We are going to use the next 8 minutes and complete the process. Let's move back to our seats and start the expression of interest.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tanga. It is at this time that we have to keep praying that Museveni accepts to pick the nomination forms. You have to keep praying that he accepts, otherwise that is the function coming in next. And they will hand over to Dr. Tanga to preside over that part of the function. Hello? Can we please have the microphone to Doctor?
Your Excellency, the President and Chairman of the party, the hour is now. We want to request you to come and confirm whether you're a member of the register, so you belong to this party, and whether, because we don't want to push you when you don't belong to us. We are going to print your details. Even for Mama, we are going to do the same to Mama to prove that she's in the register. That middleman is called Otto, and that's our team from the Secretariat. You want a microphone, you can talk from there. You want to talk. What do you want from him? You want to hear?
Your Excellency. My name is Kenneth Kelvin. Kenneth Kelvin, the aspiring director IT NRM. Here we are verifying membership. I'm flanked by the best software engineer in East and Sub-Saharan Africa, Richard Ezama from Maracha District, and Okot Derek, a statistician from Makerere University. All we need from you is the name of your village and your names. Chirikura District. The village is Rachtura. And search for the names Yore Kaguta Museveni. Your Excellency, what you're seeing these people do is a combination of hard work and support provided by you to make sure we have a fully digitalized register that is credible and cannot be doubted. So, Your Excellency, we have phoned you. Can we confirm that your NIN is CM4406510 ADMU? Yes, sir. And you were born in 1944. Thank you, sir. Great. So we are printing a member's verification slip, 2 copies that the chairperson will stamp and verify before providing you with the nomination forms. Your Excellency, congratulations. You can.
Can you clap? He's in the register. Museveni has been found. He's in the register. I want to print for Mama also. Thank you. Oh, go slow, go slow, go slow. There's another big process coming. Your Excellency, you are supposed to have paid. And first of all, which position do you want? Because I cannot just give you these forms. Oh, the Secretary General wants to answer that.
Thank you so much, and senior leaders of the party. My office was petitioned by members of the party from across the country that we should ask His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to offer himself for another term as the chairman of the party and the president for the country. So I am confirming on behalf of the petitions we received from party members from across the country that His Excellency the President is here on behalf of the members who petitioned the party to pick forms as the chairman of the party and the presidential candidate for the party for 2026 election.
Thank you, yes, Secretary General. Have you paid 20 million for national chairman? You have paid. You, Honorable March, you deal with the money. Can you read properly?
here, he has fully paid with brand new notes, 20 million shillings. Yeah.
And then this one.
This, again, brand new notes, 20 million, for expression of interest for nomination for NRM presidential flag bearer. And then the first one was for expression of interest nomination for NRM party national chairman. Congratulations, sir.
Nomination form for NRM aspiring candidates for NRM national chairman. This one he paid, and we are giving him members of SEC. NRM Electoral Commission. We have the honor. We are also giving you nomination form for NRM aspiring candidate for NRM presidential flag bearer. For NRM aspiring candidate for NRM national chairman. This one he paid, and we are giving him members of SEC. This is a sign that we have a register. We also, if you can find your name, locate your village, locate your sub-county, parish, this is what you want to do, Your Excellency. The Electoral Commission requests then we are also giving you the document. Allow me invite Mama of the nation. Mama, I also wanted to test. Oh, we can print for you. Want to test mamas also, so that our mother. Thank you, Mama.
You're most welcome, Ma. Which districts do we check? And the name of the village? Ruguma. In Chikoni Parish. Look for the names. Museveni, Janet, Kata. Yes, Mama, we have found your records. It has printed. You'll be provided with 2 copies that you will share with the NRM Electoral Commission Chairman for verification. Congratulations, Mama.
Mama, we can confirm that you are in the register, and we are very grateful for your appearance. Your Excellency, it is now my singular honor to invite the Secretary General of the party to make his brief remarks and introduce the guest, and then
NRM, oye! This is the day.
Oh,
this is the day
that the Lord has made.
That the Lord
has made.
We will and be glad in Him. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in Him. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and the Chairman of our revolution, the First Lady, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, we thank you so much for always giving our national chairman the strength he needed. Allow me to recognize the senior leaders and party members who are here. If you are a party leader and doubling a position in government, I will recognize the position in the party and confirm the assignment the party has given you in government. Because the relationship between the government and the party is a principal and agent relationship. The party is the principal, government is an agent. We have the national chairman of the party, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is the chairman of the Central Executive Committee and has just confirmed. We have the first national vice chairman of the party, Alhaji Moses Chigongo. Thank you so much for coming. We have the second national vice chairperson of the party, the Right Honorable Rebecca Kadaga. We have Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda. The party assigned her to be the Vice President, and she's a member of the Central Executive Committee of the party. We have the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Anita Among. She's a member of the Central Executive Committee and has been assigned as the Speaker of Parliament on behalf of the party. We have the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Thomas Taiba, thank you so much for coming. We have regional vice chairpersons of the Central Executive Committee and for the party. We have the Honorable Flight Captain Mike Mukula, the regional vice chair for Eastern Region. We have Honorable Katongole Singh, the vice chairperson of Kampala. We have Honorable Dr. Chris Baryomusi, the vice chairperson for Western Region. We have Honorable Chiwanda Geoffrey Subi, vice chairperson for Buganda. We lost two vice chairpersons, the Right Honorable Jacob Olanya for Northern Uganda and Honorable Alepere Simon Peter for Karamoja. We have Honorable Lydia Wanyoto Mutende, the national chairpersons of the Women's League of the party. We have Honorable General Kainda Otafire, member of the Central Executive of the party. We have the Right Honorable Dugu Rakana Rugunda, member of the Central Executive of the party. We have Honorable Obua Amson, who is the government chief whip and a member of the Central Executive. We have Honorable Colonel retired Tom Butime, who is the chairperson of the Historical League for the party. Your Excellency and members, before we invite you to speak, I will request Honorable Tom Butime to give a small remark on behalf of the Historical League for the party. We have Honorable Robert Rukare, chairperson for the Entrepreneurs League. Mr. President, we have been also joined by the Historical League Forum. I have Honorable Israel Kayonde, I have Major Retired Gertrude Njuba. They all came to witness this historical event. I have Aji Abdu Kasai. I have Captain Retired Yasin Buga Matata. I have Miss Mary Nagawa. And I have Mr. Kabanda Chigundo. Your Excellency, we have also been joined by the newly elected NRM district chairpersons of the youth. We have Mr. Dorimana Ronald representing Nakawa. We have Mr. Mugisha Pascal for Kampala Central. We have Sheila Luboa for Kawempe, Kalisa Elvis, Machende, and Sewuchirana Musa for Rubaga. We have quite a number of ghetto youth leaders. These were people you mobilized and they did a very commendable operations in the ghetto, and we managed to win most of the positions in those areas. Mr. President, I also need to request that I introduce my wife. You have never met my wife. I request my wife, Madam Anne Riono Lumumba, to stand and wave. Thank you so much. I warmly welcome you to this very historical event at the party head office. I would be requesting my colleagues at the party secretariat to move forward because I also need to introduce them as I conclude my remarks. Today is a very significant event in the calendar of the party that out of the concerns of our party members in the branches and out of the cry for the people of Uganda, the party members and members of the population, the citizens, petitioned the party secretariat and the leadership to request that we call upon our national chairman to offer himself to continue guiding and leading this country for another term in office. We thank you so much, Mr. President, for accepting the call that was made by the people. Thank you so much for honoring this and for coming physically to present yourself before the NRM Electoral Commission. Mr. President, we thank you for guiding the party and making the party transit from a revolutionary military front to a democratic institution, founded on the pillars of philosophies, ideologies, and the strategies that you keep guiding us on. These are well-tested revolutionary methods and policies that guide the party. I would like to report to you, as the Secretary General, that the party is growing in strength and numbers. In the recently concluded registration, we registered 20 million Ugandans as members of the party. And that means close to a half of the population of the Ugandans are members of the NRM. They all appreciate the objectivity that we use in dealing with the contradictions among our members. This is a testimony that has been confirmed by the number of people who have offered to contest under NRM in the next general election. Mr. President, in the delegates conference, we shall give a detailed report on the issues in terms of infrastructure the party has managed to have, in terms of ideological compatibility and training we have been able to conduct, and in terms of cohesion among our party members. As we grow in numbers and strength, definitely internal cohesion is very important. And so during the delegates conference, we shall give a detailed report to this effect. I need to thank the district chairpersons who are here. These are newly elected district chairpersons. I congratulate you for winning the elections. I also need to thank the party registrars who are here and the party administrative secretaries. Mr. President, we intentionally invited these leaders so that you speak to them and guide them as we go to the next level of elections, which we expect to be a little more contested, that they should exercise impartiality and fairness to all candidates. As leaders, they must never take sides. As leaders, they should be fair to each and every candidate. And that is why we invited them, because by 1st of next month, we shall be having joint campaigns, and we know how these campaigns are demanding. Mr. President, we thank you, and I need to inform the members that we are in the final stages of making sure we have a party head office built under your guidance, and we thank you so much. We expect that very soon we shall be launching this project as a milestone to the party. As I conclude, we invite you to be part of our journey in these internal processes. We've been requesting that the National Vice Chairman, who is also the chairman of the National Disciplinary Committee of the party, find times with the leaders of the party from the various areas that after the general election in the party, they move around to reconcile our members. The division that will be caused during the primaries, we should find time and address this in the districts and in the regions. Allow me now introduce to you my colleagues that I work with at the party secretariat. This, of course, includes the commissioners in the NRM Electoral Commission. The Deputy Secretary General is not here with us. She has sent her apology. I have the National Treasurer for the party, Honorable Ambassador Barbara Nekesa. I have Honorable Jackie Chitoire. I mentioned it right. The Deputy National Treasurer for the party. I have Honorable Dr. Rosemary Seninde, the Director of Mobilization at the party. I have our very organized lady from Koboko, Ajat Medina Naha Mozele. She has been the contact person for the register that we now have. Thank you so much for the good work. I have Director Awich Pola, Director in charge of External Relations. Mr. President, through his effort, the party has touched base with most of the revolutionary parties in Africa. We shall invite quite a number of them during the delegates conference, but we are in a close touch and fraternal relationship with the ANC of South Africa, ZANU-PF Party, Frelimo, CCM, RPF, and UDA of Kenya, plus the South Sudan People Liberation Front Party, the SPLM. I have Comrade Barata, the Director Legal at the Party Secretariat. Honorable Dombo Emmanuel Lomala is not here, is not feeling well, and he sends his apologies. And then I have Mr. Mulinda Rogers, who has been our MC. He's the manager in the Office of Media and Public Relations, plus our staffs at the party's head office. Thank you so much for coming. We have also been joined by Ajat Farida Chibowa, the chairpersons of the Women's Council, and Ajat Namialo from the National Chairman's Office. Mr. President, with your permission, before I invite you to make your brief remarks, allow me to invite Honorable Major Retired Tom Butime on behalf of the historical. We felt this is a very historical event that we need to have a voice from the Historical League. I invite him to make his brief remarks, but on the nomination day, when you bring your papers, we shall have a speech from the Youth League, we shall have a speech from the Women's League, we shall have a speech from the Persons with Disabilities League, from the Elderly League, from the Veterans League. All the leagues will give their speeches on the day we shall be nominating you. But for now, let me invite the representative of the Historical League to give his brief remarks, and then I invite the National Vice Chairman of the party to invite you to give your remarks. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can go.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Secretary General of the party, Your Excellency the President and First Lady. I stand by the protocol as already spelled out by the Secretary General to avoid wasting time. The Secretary General referred to me as a major, but I'm a colonel. Very well. Your Excellency, this day is historic. Historic, and the fundamental change became a reality and continues to be a reality. Your Excellency, you have kept this country safe and secure. You have been loyal to the Constitution according to the law and according to the norms, regulations as by law established. You have kept the NRM party strong and growing in numbers and discipline. The economy is strong, quality of life improving. The shilling is strong. PDM
is changing people's lives in the villages. People are free. In Kampala, there is life at night. Your Excellency, you do not walk away from problems. You confront them and solve them. We historicals, therefore, support you, endorse you in your expression of interest for the chairmanship of the party and presidential candidate 2026. I thank you.
Thank you, Colonel. I'm sorry, you know, when you're a major for long, that becomes part of your name. So thank you so much, and thank you for the correction. Can we give a round of applause to the Colonel for the wonderful words he has given us? I now take the pleasure to invite the National Vice Chairperson of the party to invite the chairperson to give his remarks. Al-Aji Moses Chigongo. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of Uganda and our Chairman of NRM, the First Lady, Mama Janet Museveni, the Vice President of Uganda, the Secretary General, and members of the SEC who are here, ministers. I don't want to go into the protocol, but I recognize all the protocols that has been stated. Let me use this opportunity to thank you, Your Excellency, for having accepted to come and pick the nomination forms. The people who are supporting the movement, they have been getting worried because they told us you will be coming here at 10 to pick the nomination forms. But when it came to 5, 11, then midday, I was also getting also worried. I said, what is happening? What do we do now? Suppose he doesn't appear here, whereby I go to pass. But I saw the vehicles coming in and I was really excited. We thank you. These people you see here, they came very early in the morning.
Yoga. Mata Karamajong. Kopango Lango Achori. Ebinyera. Ebinyera would be the Madi. Ingolia. Nedi. Murohomuta. Lakini kwa nyinyi wote habari. Her Excellency the Vice Her Excellency the Vice President. Her Excellency the Vice President, the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Vice Chairman of the NRM, all the other leaders, and the supporters of the NRM. I thank the NRM fraternity because when I've been going up country for PDM, everywhere in public meetings, there have been resolutions passed and petitions signed requesting me to offer myself to be chairman of the NRM again. And also flag bearer for the presidential candidate for the NRM. All the time I was telling them that we shall decide that at the right time. Now this is the right time when I have come accompanied by Mama and the other members of SEC to pick nominations for the two positions. The reason I have again decided to come forward are because Uganda has moved with big strides forward. In a number of speeches I have told you that we have gone through five phases. Phase 1 was the minimum economic recovery to bring back the small island of the modern economy of the 3 C's, the 3 T's. You remember what I keep telling you about? 3 C's being coffee, cotton, and copper. 3 T's being tobacco, tea, and tourism. This had collapsed under Amin. So when we came in 1986, our first task was to bring that small island back. And we were describing it as minimum economic recovery, which we achieved during the presentation of the manifesto. We shall give the details of what happened. But it was achieved in a fairly short time. Then we expanded that small island. More coffee, more tea, more of those products. So that was step 2, expansion. Step 3 was diversification. Don't just depend on coffee and tea and tourism. Bring in other products. You can see the products we are producing now. More beef, more bananas, more maize, more sugar, more milk, all those products. So much so that Uganda now has got surplus of almost everything. Surplus of sugar, surplus of maize, surplus of milk, surplus of bananas. We are lucky that we have the regional market, which is taking our products, otherwise we would be in a crisis. So that is step 3, phase 3, diversification. Phase 1, recovery. Phase 2, expansion. Phase 3, diversification. Now, phase 4 is value addition. Because all these products previously were mainly raw material. Very little value addition. But this time, we have emphasized value addition. And where we do it, we are very successful and stable. In the coming discussion, we shall be showing you that it's a mistake for any player to play around with this issue of value addition. In the last few years, 2, 3, 4 years, we've benefited a lot from the high coffee prices. Now, some opportunists and liars who are not serious were saying all sorts about the coffee prices, where they were very high. The coffee prices were very high because of the problem Brazil and Vietnam had because of the weather. They had bad weather, their coffee failed, and we have really benefited for the last 3 or 4 years from very high coffee prices. Now some opportunists were saying all sorts of things about coffee prices. But now production in Brazil has recovered. Production in Vietnam, it seems, has recovered. I will study that more, but the prices are beginning to come down. Now, but what I want you to understand is that what will come down will be the price of the raw material, the coffee bean. You will not hear that the price of the final coffee product has come down. It will not come down. It will remain high. What will come down is the raw material. Why? Because the processors have got a lot of suppliers of the coffee. So you accept lower price. If you don't, I buy from another person. And that's why we were telling you. You remember we brought in Parliament, we were being attacked in Parliament. There was an Italian lady who is helping us to add value to coffee. They were being attacked in Parliament, abused. Because abused by whom? The exporters of the unprocessed coffee, of the raw material. They didn't want value. They didn't understand or appreciate value addition. Fortunately, we moved in Tungamo. We've got a coffee factory there, which we are supporting. I hope it will be ready. I don't know when the Italian lady will also finish her factory in Namamve. That is the only way, because the final coffee producer, the producer of the powder and the roasted coffee, the price will remain high, the final product. What will come down is our raw material. But if we are processing here, which is our big target, our processor can be able to share deliberately higher level of money with our farmers, even if the raw material in other parts of the country, of the world, changes. This is what we are telling you. Please, please, raw materials are not stable. They depend on supply and demand. If the supply is big, the price will collapse. But the final product rarely goes down. After they keep going up, the final price. So therefore, please, in this coming Kisanja, for which you are supporting the NRM, make sure that we really move on value addition. Recently, we had a very good agreement with the sugar cane and sugar producers, because they were all here. The sugar processors and the cane growers. Initially, the cane growers, the sugar processors had not become Christian. They were having some other religion of not being straightforward. So we said, please, become Christians. Because Christians say, love your neighbor like you love yourself. Let the processor love the sugar cane grower. And the sugar cane grower love the processor. And when we were able to discuss fairly, it came out that you, the sugar processor, you get sugar from sugar cane. It is only for this you pay the sugar cane grower. But afterwards, you get bagas, ebikamuro, bagas, and you make electricity out of it. That one you don't include in the price to the cane grower. You get the other one, the residue of the sugar cane, where you make the jaggery. That is money. All those byproducts which you get from sugar cane bring in money. You can also get ethanol from the residue of the sugar cane. Now, all that put together gives the sugar processor more money than just the sugar. Now, when we did that, and then we provided that the cane grower must get 50% of the total value, everybody was happy. The sugar cane growers were happy. Even the sugar processors were happy because now the relationship was now stable. This was possible because everything was within Uganda. The raw material was being produced in Uganda. The processing was being done in Uganda. If the sugar cane was being produced here, but the processing was being done outside, we would not have that power to bring the two together. So therefore, this value addition is very, very crucial. When you hear all these problems in Africa, it is partly because of this, relying on exporting raw materials only and not adding value. So this phase 4 value addition is very, very crucial. That's why you hear us talking of expanding the economy to 500 billion from the present 61 billion. Now the 5th phase is the knowledge economy based on science. You have seen the vehicles we are making. We don't have the screens here for you to see them, but when we go for the nomination right at Koro, we shall be seeing those screens, those pictures on the screens. So the knowledge economy, the motor vehicles, the vaccines, the computers, the medicines, these are all part of the new economy based on science. So we have gone through these 5 phases. We have gone through or have entered these phases. Now, therefore, when it comes to the end of this term, the question is, what do we do? That's why I say, please, there's something else I will not talk about today, but I will talk about it another time, which I don't want to talk about now, where I decided that I think I could still help the NRM and the country to go through these phases. You have heard us talking of pushing the economy to 500 billion, making the economy grow 10 times compared to what it is now. And it can be done. It can be done. If you see, for instance, the gold sector, when I make the other speeches, I will give you all the details. I think now we have got something like 9 gold refineries here in Uganda. And Uganda now is exporting gold of 3 billion or something like that, dollars, from very low figure. Why? Because I banned the export of unprocessed gold. I said any gold which is not processed should not be exported. I banned the export of unprocessed minerals, including tin and all the other minerals, and copper. And because of that, investors were forced to come here because they cannot take our raw materials free from here. Now, because of that, you have heard how that sector of gold has grown from about 200 million to now $3 billion a year. If we do this across board, the economy will grow. So because of that, and because of another reason which I will mention at the right time, I have decided that I come forward and see how to escort the Bazukuru and their parents forward for another 5 years. And in this time, I want us really to wipe out corruption. Because this corruption should not be there. Because you are in charge. Remember, the NRM, when it came into government, gave you power to elect people at all levels. LOC ones, you have just elected. You have just elected the NRM structures. You are going to elect the national ones. You have already started with the youth and some of the other groups. Now, when you elect, those people you elect should be your nampalas, should be your overseers in each area. Because corruption happens where? Does it happen in Congo or does it happen here? It is here. In a parish, in a sub-county, in a town. Why do you allow it to happen? Why don't you check? Ensure that the local health center is working well. The drugs are not stolen. Ensuring that the PDM money, which is sent to the parish, is all delivered. This can be done because you have the power. You are the ones who elected the LOC1, LOC2, LOC3. You are the ones who elected them. Elect those people who can do that on your behalf. The members of parliament. Don't accept money from anybody to elect him. Elect him because he can be, or she can be, a good nampara. To ensure that your interests the interests of the area are well protected. Then you come to the government people. Even on my side, there's some issue. Because the RDC is appointed by me. Then you have the DISO, who is appointed by the intelligence. Then you have the GISO. Why don't all these fight corruption? What are they doing? Why does corruption persist when all these are there? So in the coming Sanja, let's really ensure that we get rid of corruption so that we get maximum value from the money we have in the country. Now, in order to stabilize our politics, avoid the politics of personality. Me, it's not you. Because you alone, you don't have much. You can't do much. I'm glad Dr. Gunda is here because on the evening of the 25th of January, 1971, when Idi Amin announced his coup d'etat. We met at 5, I think it was around 5. We met in Bugorovi, in Kanyomuzi's house. Rugunda and a few others, Kategaya, and we decided to fight Idi Amin. On that very day, and in the coming days I will tell you why. Why did we do that? Some people think that we decided to fight Idi Amin because Idi Amin was killing people. No, we didn't even know that Idi Amin would kill people. We just said, Amin, no, don't waste our time. We've been on a journey. We were having enough problem with Obote because Obote was not fully with us, but he was also not, was just like that. This side, the other side, not reliable, but not totally opposed to our ideas. That's why we were kubembeleza Obote. We were trying to massage Obote so that we can see whether we move forward. But now Idi Amin, it was clear that he didn't understand what he was doing. So we said, Idi Amin, out. Please don't waste our time. That's why we decided to fight Idi Amin. So the NRM is a party based on issues, policies. We are with you because we agree with you. Not because of you as a person. No, it is on the issues of the policies. What are the policies? What are the principles? Do you believe in patriotism? Love Uganda? Or you believe in sectarianism? If you believe in sectarianism, you are not with us. For us, we are the ones we are with the people who love Uganda. How about Pan-Africanism? Do you love Africa? Or do you care more about your tribe and your religion? Again, I'm glad some of these people are here. Rugunda, maybe Otafiri, and others. In 1989, we got a request from the ANC to bring their fighters here. They had been based in Angola, but they were being told to go away. Following the fight between the Cubans sent by Fidel Castro and the South African whites, where the South African whites were defeated by the Cuban Expeditionary Force. Part of the compromise was that ANC leaves Angola and gets somewhere else to go. They had nowhere to go. Mwalimu Nyerere had left power in Tanzania, who was a reliable supporter. The ANC people were telling me that whenever they would ring African leaders to say, can we come there, they would switch off the phones. So I got the request. It was brought to me by the man who was a treasurer of the ANC. I've forgotten his name, but I remember his face. He's the one who came to see me. Then I put it to the cabinet, in the cabinet. Oh, that cabinet, I wish you could get the minutes. Big debate, because we were two groups, the Pan-Africanists and others, some other group. Because remember that government was broad-based. We had everybody there. DP, UPC, they were all there. We were together there. I wish you could get the minutes of that cabinet and you see who was saying what. Some people were saying that if we bring the ANC here, the whites will attack us. Now what shall we do? Then we said if the whites attack us, we fight them. Then they were saying, in other words, some people were saying, why do you care about ANC? Yes, but ANC is part of Africa. This is part of our mission. That debate was so important. I've never forgotten it in my head, in that cabinet. I wish they can get the minutes and one day they publicize them. So, fortunately, I had the supporters there, Rugunda, Chivejinja, I remember Chivejinja, and some others. I don't know whether Otofiro was in the cabinet at that time, but we got support. And because of that, we welcomed the ANC. That's how they came to Kawaweta, and they trained there. Now, because of that, ANC was able to get a stable place where from 1989 until 1994, when they were able to go back to their country. Now, because of that, if you see what has been happening in Africa, and you have to look at Uganda's exports to South Sudan, to Congo, to the region, big exports. I will give you the figures next time when we speak. So these positions, these policies are not just ideas. They are solutions to our problems. If you say patriotism, love Uganda, it has got implications for good of the country. If you say the opposite, like sectarianism of religion and tribes, it has got implications. You will end up with a Somalia, where the country breaks down. If you say Pan-Africanism, it has got implications. So therefore, I want to remind the NRM people again that please, what we are engaged in is issue of policies, not individuals, not me. Now, what reminded me about the Rugundas was that evening of the 25th of January 1971, we decided that I go to Tanzania, link up with Mwalimu, link up with Obote. I left on the 27th. I left with 4 other people to Tanzania. Because otherwise the men would have killed us. We couldn't stay here. We were the same people, but at that time we could not confront Idi Amin. The only way was to get out and organize from the side. Now when we came in 1979, it is Amin who ran away. Why? Because this time we were organized. We were no longer individuals. We were a force. It is the force that enabled us to reassert ourselves in Uganda. But we as individuals, we could not do anything. So when you waste a lot of time, me, please, you are wasting your time. You as an individual, you are nothing. Even if you are very brilliant, even if you are what, there is nothing you can do as an individual. What you need to know and respect is the party. The party, the force, the army. It is what can help you to do whatever you want to do. So the people who waste a lot of time, me, they should really stop because they divert us. And at the moment you look at yourself as an agent of ideas, not your ego, things will be very simple. When you come, for instance, to even elections, you can sit down in our area, who are there? What are the issues in our area? 1, 2, 3, 4. Among us, who can push it better than the other one? It will not me, no. It will be who these are the problems for our area or for Uganda or for whatever. Now, who are we? Me, you, and him. So of the 3 of us, who can push this thing? But rationally, without more emotion, without personal, then you will get a good solution. I don't want to make my speech here long, but in 1970, I joined UPC for the first time for 5 months. I was a member of UPC for 5 months. Since 1960, I had been a member of DP. That DP, which is, they keep talking about. DP without Museveni means nothing. But in September 1970, I joined UPC. And the reason I joined UPC was because of the land issues in our area, the ranches. The government had unfairly created ranches there and distributed them unfair against our population there. Now, I wanted us to solve this. Now, our local elite wanted to bring in Museveni. Museveni was from Toro. He did not have a good constituency there, so they wanted to bring him to be a member of parliament for Ankole Northeast, that area of ours of Chilhura now, Chilhura Kazo. But me, I didn't mind. Museveni could come and be our member of parliament. But would he solve the issue of the ranches? That was my idea. So I went to see him at one day here. Say, Mzee, I wanted to talk to him, but he refused to see me. Babia refused. He had a white secretary. I went there, and they said the vice president will not see you. So that's how I went down and supported one of our candidates to defeat the one of Babia. Otherwise, if Mzee Babia had agreed to see me, I would have been his supporter. Unfortunately, those elections never took place. They were supposed to take place in April 1971, but they didn't take place because of the coup. So the issue is, issues should be the ones in front of us, not me, and then causing divisions among people, very unprincipled divisions. Now, finally, the Secretary General talked about it a bit. I congratulate the new NRM chairpersons of the districts. Let me see who they are. I know some of them. This is Karisa Ivanda. There is Madina. Madina got elected. Madina is from Kawempe. I can see Namuju Sise from Ruengo. All these are the new chairpersons. The new chairpersons. Now, the Ikman was elected. The Ik is from Karamoja. He's chairman of what? Of Kabong. Oh, Alakaranoi. So all these powerful people have been elected. Now that you have been elected, Mbabas, you also elected. You are RDC. Now, what the Secretary General was telling you, you are chairperson of the NRM in the district. You are the Nanyinimu, you are the head of the family. So please, don't take sides among your children. Be neutral. Don't have abana nechi. Don't have abana nechi. Don't have legitimate children and illegitimate children. All the children are your children. So be neutral, stay aloof. You are not the one electing. It is the people who are electing. Let them elect anybody they want, and all you want from them is to have an NRM person. That's all. If they elect badly, that's their issue. If they elect well, that is their issue. Leave them, let them do their work. Don't interfere with their being. So please don't, because that's how you can cause divisions in the party. So with these few words, I want to thank all the NRM fraternity for the support they have shown me when I've been going up country. This is the one that has encouraged me to say, let me go forward and see how I can escort the NRM members, and especially the Bazukuru, for 5 more years, and then we see what happens. Apoyo Lubanga.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Can we give a big clap to His Excellency for accepting to pick forms? Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you for responding well to our prayers. When your flight has taken off, our worries were that the pilot would abandon it. That would have been very dangerous. Thank you for accepting to continue piloting this project. And thank you very much for accepting to captain a team that has been winning all the time. But most importantly, for reminding us that umoja ni nguvu. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. As you prepare for the anthems, I will have to signal you for the anthems. But for everybody that has attended this function, please, thank you so much from the SEC members to Her Excellency the Vice President, to the Right Honorable Speaker and your members of Parliament, NRM chairpersons, the youth and everybody. Thank you very much, and hope you take the President's message very clear. May we, ladies and gentlemen, rise up and sing the national anthem. Thank you very much. Mama, thank you for the time with us. Everybody, thank you very much. His Excellency will be leaving at leisure. The rest I will ask you to remain where you are. until the president leaves. Basaba ne banyaba abazze olwaleero mwebale nnyo mwenna. Tulina omukisa nti president waffe akkiriza okuddamu okuvuganya nga president w'eggwanga lino era chairperson w'ekibiina kino ekye-NRM. Nja basaba amukubeeyawo akayimba tubonga naawe omukulembeze naye nga mwebale nnyo nga 5 Dr. Tanga ategeezezza tujja kubeera tugenda ng'omukulembeze waffe akomezaawo empapula ng'akakasiddwa. Bw'anadda wano Dr. Tanga ajja kwogera Luganda mwenna muwulire bulungi ebigambo bye. Thank you very much.
President wa Uganda webalire ddala wafooyo Matek. Your Excellency, people still want to enjoy this place, and we shall allow that. The only thing I forgot, Your Excellency, I have very weak registrars who are sick, but I think I'll handle with the Secretary General. They are very, the 12 we talked about. We need to help them retire so that the new team can be vibrant. But I've also told them that we are continuing up to tomorrow. I know transport is an issue. I'll only need some transport for them. We need to now exercise a bit of our internal mechanism we shall use in the election. So I'll make a small request through the National Treasurer of their transport back, because I'd provided for transport coming, but transport back I'll not be able. It comes to some small money, Your Excellency. Yes, how small it is, I'll relay to the Secretary General. It is now our pleasure to say you can leave, but after Musee has left, at will. With us as Electoral Commission, we are going to continue with our other programs. We shall go. Now we request for a photo moment, first with the NRM Electoral Commission. A small photo moment with the commission. The new commission, as you asked me for this, I thought you would now be up, that you want to take a photo with His Excellency. And also you wanted Haji to be there as our first supervisor with the Secretary General. So step forward and have that photo. Sorry? Okay, please. Thank you.
The district chairpersons, city chairpersons, and the admins, please, you'll be needed at plot 10 immediately after Mzee has left. As the principal takes a group photo, may I invite, my singers went away. Can you, DJ, please give us a song? DJ, can you play Konganawe as you say?
Alabika agenda. Mwebale kumwaniriza bulungi. DJ
Twakayimba akalungi nnyo.
Omuntu bw'akola ekyo ky'asuubira gwe mulimu ku nsooka mutumwa eri ensi ye n'abantu be awulira essanyu mu ye nkakasa ekyo muzeeyo okikoze oyiridde Uganda omubiri abalala bakwesimbako we bagwa akalulu kako muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu akalulu kako muzeeyi amagezi g'okumanya lino eggwanga likyagala omuntu asembesa abalabe be n'obabuuza we balina ensonga wali abamu bagamba oli mubire tosinza okote n'amini akalulu muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu akalulu kako muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu akalulu kako muzeeyi okuva mu buvubuka bw'olwana olaba Uganda eyeesimisa wadde wakyaliwo ebiganyi n'ebyokozeeko birabika okutuusa mu tukwagala netubuliddwa kwekana ng'omuntu azza wangula abajeesi lwabasobya okukola omudu akalulu muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu akalulu kako muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu akalulu kako muzeeyi
Yamaani waffe bw'atyo ne maama yanawo hivi shall be eagerly waiting to receive him back on the 15th as they return to the nomination form. Thank you very much, everybody. On the side. Thank you very much.
Akalulu kako muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu muzeeyi akalulu akalulu kako muzeeyi abavubuka ofuna emirimu obunisa amasannyalaze wonna osena eddagala mu malwaliro.
We are going to organize the forms now that our guest has gone. You give us about 10 minutes, then we bring the forms and you pick them and you sign for them. You must ensure the receipts for payments are there.
Thank you, Doctor, for hosting us. The district chairpersons, city chairpersons, municipal chairpersons, and the admins, please, you are needed at plot 10. Not representatives, I'm told, but those ones, those capacities, please, go to plot 10. Thank you. Mwebale nnyo mwenna tusinkane nga twaniriza mukadde waffe ng'akomyawo empapula nga 5 omwezi ogujja. Naye mwenna abakozi ba plot 13 abalina NRM secretariat, thank you very much for hosting us very well. Anti naye bangambye to announce those